I'm not trying to be.
Hi, I'm Bianca. Guess where I am? I'm at Nu.Reflections clinic. This is Dr. Tan.
Hello, I'm Dr. Ivan Tan.
On my phone, the way you make my heart heal. I'm overflowing inside.
When people come to you for face, what do they usually ask for besides? Okay, you're probably gonna say wrinkles and pigmentation. But what about the body?
The body.
Yes.
Body is always fats.
The stomach area.
A lot of people complain the love handles, the tummy. Get very few guys coming to ask us for body contouring treatments. Okay, there are some, but mostly concerning about their tummy and love handles. Yeah, a bit of beer belly and love handles. But the ladies, okay, arms, tummy, thighs, even back, the bra stripe at the back, very common areas. Yeah. So just want to emphasize that we do body contouring, not exactly weight loss. We do advise for weight loss. There's a difference. Okay, a lot of centers they promise that we'll make you lose weight. You can't lose weight through machine. Okay, logically you can't lose weight through machine unless I suck it up, I do liposuction for you. Whatever we do externally only help to maybe contour, reshape your body, but the fats are still in your body, so your weight wouldn't change. The most, maybe you lose water and your weight changes. So the only way to help you lose weight is to help you to control your diet, and that one we do by giving you advice, by giving you some supplements, some medication, meal replacement, etc. That's where you lose weight. But as you lose weight, you want to lose where it matters, right? So that's where the center comes in to help you lose where you want to lose. So let's say you say, I don't care, I don't want to diet, I don't want to control my diet, I want to go for buffet, but can I come and do all this treatment? Yes, you can, but probably not very effective. Okay, you may get slight improvement in the areas we treat, but overall you are still going to be heavy. So I don't know whether that now will dispel some of the myths with people thinking that, go for slimming center, they will make you slim down. No, they can't. Okay, but some of the slimming centers, they know that already. So one of the regime that they institute is forcing you to go on diet, keep checking whether you go on diet or not, because that is the foundation. You must restrict your intake as a foundation to all external body treatment to shape up. Okay, that's about weight loss, right? But it doesn't mean as long as you're overweight, it's not you cannot look good, because it's about proportion. You can be big and still beautiful. So we try to, even when you're not really very model skinny, we try to contour your body a bit. One very good example is sagging skin, is cellulite. I mean, they don't look good on anybody, right? Yeah. But if you are slightly big but having firm skin, very little cellulite, you still look pretty okay. As compared to maybe a skinny girl, they have sagging skin and cellulite. When you talk about supplements, whatever it is that they claim, is just nutrition. Collagen itself will not be, it's too big, the molecule is too big to be absorbed from your gut. The collagen will be digested, and what is being absorbed is the broken down collagen, which is like some amino acid. You absorb it, so you have building blocks in your body. If you are deficient in certain building blocks to create collagen, when you eat collagen and it breaks down and you absorb it, then you have the building blocks, then you can build collagen. So in that sense, scientifically, yes, it does work. Okay, but it is not so much that you eat collagen and the collagen goes to wherever. It's not like that. So if you have a very, very balanced nutrition, that should suffice. But nowadays a lot of us, we don't keep very good diet, our lifestyle not so good, so sometimes supplement does help. Yeah. Exercise is not necessary for weight loss.
What?
Yes, it's not necessary for weight loss. To lose weight, your primary goal should be to cut down your intake, not to increase your output. That's where a lot of people misunderstand and a lot of people fail. If you are big and then you go, there are always exceptions, okay? There are always exceptions. But generally, if you are big and you go and try to exercise, right? It's going to be firstly very difficult.
For
It
the
takes-
knee, for the joints.
Yes, secondly, it's actually bad for your body because you're putting a lot of stress on your joints. So you get injured. So it's counterproductive. You go exercise, first it's so difficult, finally you lose a bit of weight, then pop, you get injured. Then you have to stop. And exercise, though increases your metabolism, it also increases your appetite.
No wonder after
Yeah,
gym,
you go
they're
swim,
so
after that, wow, so
hungry.
hungry. You know, when we're young, you go swimming, and after you get up, you want to buy all the food and
Yeah,
you just
correct.
gobble it down
Yeah.
because you get hungry after exercising. And a lot of people also have this false sense of security. Oh, I've done so much, so I can eat. More often than not, they are eating more than what they do. So they are not losing weight. Then they get demoralized and then they stop. They say, it doesn't work. I give up. I'm born fat. So let me just die fat. You know, that kind of thing. Because it's like giving up. I've tried so hard already, it doesn't work. So that's why I say exercise, though important for health, is not necessary for weight loss. To lose weight, very simple. Okay, a person doesn't exercise, I tie him or lock him in the room. You just lie in the bed, but I'm not going to feed you. What do you think will happen to him? He will lose weight, definitely. Put the body storing fats is just like your, say your bank account. Okay, the balance you have in your bank account. Okay, the more money you have, the more fats you deposit it, right? And then you have this intake, which is like your cash in your wallet. Do you need to go to the bank account or to the ATM to draw money when you have cash in your
I
wallet?
love this analogy.
Yeah, you don't. Every time you have money in your cash in your wallet, you'll be using. Only when you run out of cash, then you look for the ATM to draw out money. Okay, so the analogy to body weight is this. Okay, the fats is stored there for a need when you need them. But every time you run out of cash, somebody else give you the cash, which is your food. You eat. Like if you're hungry, you eat. Sometimes you don't feel hungry, also you eat. So basically, some is like an angel who's stuffing cash in your wallet. So you never need to go to the ATM. So your bank account will never decrease. So your fats will never decrease.
Wait, how would gastric
Okay, this is
sufferers?
this is another myth lah. Again, I'm going to shock them. You don't get gastric from not eating. You get gastric from alternating eating with not eating. So I always joke people. I say, you know, those very very poor countries, we used to think like Ethiopia like that. People don't get gastric, they don't have enough to eat. They're starving all the time. Why should they get gastric? They don't get gastric problem. It's only developed countries like us, where food is so abundant. But sometimes we skip meals. Then sometimes we gorge. Then we skip meal, we gorge. Why do we get gastric? Is this? Of course, there are other medical causes of gastric. If you're very stressed or you have some bacterial infection, you can get that is ulceration. Okay, not talking about that. Talking about our common understanding of gastric. It means that pain. Okay, it's because your stomach is conditioned to produce gastric juice according to your eating habits. So if you eat every 3 hours, your stomach is going to produce gastric juice. So if you're going to skip the 3 hours meal, then suddenly you got gastric juice with no food to digest. So what does it do? It digests your stomach wall. So that's why you get gastric, because like you will be eating, suddenly you feel so guilty, then you skip, then pain. But if you slowly cut down your frequency of food, and the amount of food, your stomach will react or adapt to produce less gastric juice. In the end, you can don't eat for a whole day, you don't get gastric. Your stomach is not producing the gastric juice. So, understand? It is not what you eat.
It's who?
No, it's not what you eat. It's how much you eat. Yeah. If you say you eat vegetable, healthy, right? You know what cows eat?
Grass.
Wow, you know how big the cow is?
They eat all the time.
Yeah. So it's not what you eat, it's how much you eat. So you want to eat bak chor mee, okay. But if that's your probably only meal in a day, I'm sure you won't put on weight. It's on top of the bak chor mee, what else you stuff inside your body. You see? So don't get guilty with just eating, and skipping food. And when you skip carbo, somehow the craving will start for it. And in the end, it's like a rebound. You actually try to eat more than to suppress the craving. There's no magic, okay? Input, output. Whatever you put inside your mouth and whatever you use your activity. Okay? If input equals output, you not gain weight, but neither will you lose weight. You want to lose weight, you either, like a lot of people think that they want to increase the output by exercising, but we have already mentioned how exercise is not the best way. Okay, because as you exercise, your output increase, but actually your input also increase, right? But hopefully, if you are like those very disciplined people, your output can be kept very high, such that you will lose weight. But for the regular person, if you get distracted, you get injured, you get lazy, you get busy, suddenly you stop exercising with your input still so high. That's why you see a lot of people, they think that sports person or those sportsmen, right? Wow, after they stop only, all the muscle turn into fat. You say bodybuilding, all the muscle turn into fat. No, the muscle did not turn into fat. Because when they are pumping, they eat a lot, but they are pumping so much that they can make use of the calories and then grow the muscle. But the moment they stop their intensive training, they're not going to eat any less, unfortunately. So their output dropped drastically, and the input still maintained there. So they actually gain a lot of fats. It's not the muscle convert to fats.
Thank you, doctor, for everything.
Welcome.
This doctor, I shall name him the Mythbuster. Bye.
Right.
I'm not trying to be eloquent, I just want you to know how I feel. Every time I see your name